What's going on, YouTube? If you're watching this video, subscribe right now, you guys. I've had this YouTube up for like almost 3 months now, and I only have like 60 subscribers, and I want to get a little bit of a bigger fan base. So if you're watching this right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, guys. Sorry for advertising like that, but I hope you guys like my videos. And so today I'm bringing you guys a UA deck profile. So this is going to be post-cross souls. And I only have a few, or no, I have a bunch of the Cross Souls cards in here, so I can't even say that. So let's go. I'll go over the extra deck first, okay? So I'm not going to explain all of it. I'm just going to go through it quick. I don't know why I have these in here anymore, actually. Okay, first card, Lavalval Chain, number 39 Utopia, Heroic Champion Excalibur, number 85 Crazy Box, number 50 Black Ship of Corn, Gaga Cowboy, Blade Armor Ninja, and Shark Fortress. Still need 2 more cards to finish my extra deck that I want right now, which is a Wind Up Zenmayo, however you pronounce that, and Volcasaurus. So that's it for the extra deck. Let's get into the main deck. So it consists of 41 cards. Let's go over the monsters first. I run 3 midfielder. These are the level 4s of the deck. Effect. So first of all, I gotta explain how UAs work. If you guys don't know, when you normal summon it, so you have this card, normal summon on the field. Now, if you have another card in your hand, let's say UA Mighty Slugger, it's a level 5. So normally you'd only be able to normal summon this by tributing, but with the UAs, you're allowed to bounce them back to your hand to special summon one from your hand. And you can do that once per turn for each card. So I have this on the field, this in my hand. So I'm going to say I special summon Mighty Slugger by returning UA Midfielder back to my hand. And it reads that effect. It's the first effect, but it's the same on every card, so I don't want to read that every time. And now I can special summon Midfielder, again, if I want to, that turn. But now I can't summon this Mighty Slugger like that. I can't summon Mighty Slugger like that anymore this turn. So that's it for Mighty Slugger, pretty much. So let's get back to it. So 3 Midfielder. Its effect is that effect, how you can special summon it, and then during either player's turn, you can target one other UA monster you control, return that face-up monster to the hand, then special summon one UA monster from your hand with a different name from that monster. You can only use this effect of UA Midfielder once per turn. So pretty much, instead of doing like that swap every single time, you pretty much get one extra swap, so or one extra special summon from that with a same UA card. So that's kind of how I look at it. This card is pretty much just to get out your higher levels, though. So then we also run 3 Mighty Slugger. And this is because I'll eventually want to get into level or rank 5s, and if you have rank 5s, get into rank 5s like Volcasaurus or Zenmayo, because those are really good cards. So UA Mighty Slugger is like my favorite card of the deck, actually, and I run 3. So it would focus the special summon conditions, blah blah blah, and then if this card attacks your opponent, cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So, this card's so good because right when you attack, your opponent can't activate anything. They can't activate any trap cards. They can't activate effects of monsters when they go to the graveyard or anything. So it kind of shuts down Burning Abyss in a sense, or any card or any monsters that effects will go off in the graveyard during the damage step, because that still won't go through. So I run 3 of these, 3 midfielder. I run 2 Perfect Ace. Let's get the effect. Okay, if it will focus. I don't think it will. So during your opponent's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can discard 1 card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. This is a quick effect. So this card is really good because there's a card you really want to discard in this deck, and that's why I have Lavalval Chain in here. And that's going to be Penalty Box, which is a new trap card that came out. So Perfect Ace, pretty much you can negate the activation of anything. So that's like a really, really good effect to use almost at any time. So definitely run 2 Perfect Ace, and that's one of your defensive cards, so you play it right before you end your turn. And then for the new cards, I run 2 UA Rival Rebounder. So this is a level 6, and its effect reads: if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, or normal summon whatsoever. So wait. Let me focus this because this is the new card and I want to get it focused. Come on. Okay. If this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn or normal summon, you can special summon one UA monster from your hand or graveyard, except Rival Rebounder. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, this card is really good because if you use the Monarch Stormforth to normal summon it, you can get that special summon off right away. Or if you use, if you special summon it by using Midfielder, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can use Midfielder's effect on either player's turn, and then you can special summon this out and then special summon another UA card out. So that could be a really good chain. And Rival Rebounder was definitely a good addition to the deck. Then Dreadnought Dunker was a really good addition again, and this is a level 7. So its effect reads, you can special summon. Okay, if this card attacks a defense position monster and inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So this does piercing battle damage at 2500 attack, and it does piercing battle damage, and if it does inflict damage to your opponent, you can just pop a card. So Dreadnought Dunker was definitely a great addition. It's a really offensive card, so like I only run one. It's really hard to run 3 or 2 even of these. My decision was either 2 Rebounder or 2 Dunker and one of the other, so I decided to go with this. I like this way a lot so far. I mean, it's only been one day, but one Playmaker, pretty much you can make this card lose 800 attack and make another card gain 800 attack when it attacks. So I still run one of these. I might take it out. This is kind of my card that I can mess around with. Goalkeeper, because this card will really save you. Its effect is like during either place, or once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target one UA monster you control. Once during this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and that's a quick effect. So that will really save your monsters from getting destroyed. UA Blockbacker, which is another one of my favorite UAs. Once per turn, when your opponent special summons a monster, you can change their battle positions, and if you do, negate their effects. So that is so good against Pendulum, so good against every deck. I mean, it just automatically negates their effects. So Blockbacker is a really good card to use. And then one Summoner Monk just to get it going a little faster. Discard a spell card, special summon a level 4. You can go into rank 4s right after that, and then you can literally discard a spell card to get penalty box to your graveyard, and then search a UA spell card. So those are the monsters. Let me go over them again real quick. I have run 3 Midfielder, 3 Mighty Slugger, 2 Perfect Ace, 2 Rebounder, 2 Dunker, or 1 Dunker, 1 Playmaker, 1 Goalkeeper, 1 Blockbacker, and 1 Summoner Monk. So that's it for the monsters. And then on to the spells. It's a really spell heavy deck. I run 3 UA Stadium. This card pretty much is the field spell card of this deck, obviously. And if a UA monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add 1 UA monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, if a UA monster is special summoned to your side of the field, all monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. So while this is on the field, when you normal summon Midfielder or you normal summon a level 5 or 6 while using the Monarch Stormforth, you get a search off for it, and then you can special summon that monster by bouncing it back and forth. So that's why UA Stadium, I love this card, and so I love this deck. I love this deck. I love it so much. And then I run 3 UA Power Jerseys, which is the most OP card in the deck. And I'm not lying when I say this. Equip only to a UA monster. It gains 1000 attack and defense. Also, if it battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled. If the equipped monster destroys a monster by its attack, it can make a second attack during this battle phase. During your standby phase, banish the equipped monster. This card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster returned to the hand. You can return this card to the hand. So, I don't know if that was enough effects for you guys, but pretty much you equip it to a UA monster. It gains 1000 attack, and if it destroys a monster, it can attack again. And then also, if it inflicts battle damage, the battle damage is doubled. So, you equip this to Mighty Slugger. Mighty Slugger has 3300 attack. If it was special summoned with UA Stadium, it has 3800. If it attacks an attack position monster with like 1000 attack, it would do 2800 damage, and it'd be doubled, so it'd be more like 5600. Plus, you'd be able to attack again. So that's like an OTK right there. Power Jersey is what gives you the OTK in this deck, pretty much. 3 of the Monarch Stormforth, you contribute your opponent's monster to normal summon a monster. During the turn you activate this card, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, but that's not really that big of a minus. I mean, it's not that bad. 2 UA Signing Deal, so this is another one of the new cards. Run 2 of them. So special summon 1 UA monster from your deck, but its effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as secret or XYZ material for a summon. Then you use life points equal to the level of the monster you special summon. By this effect times 300, you can only activate 1 UA Signing Deal per turn. So this card is really good because it pretty much gives you a free special summon of a UA monster. Its effects are negated, but if you bounce it right back to your hand, then it cancels out, you know, and then you can get a UA out with its effects that aren't negated. So, this card is pretty much a free special summon. Really good card in this deck. I run 2 Rhoda just to get out so that you can get what's it called, midfielder out, and then you can start to get going. 1 Terraforming to get out UA Stadium. 2 MST to get rid of back row or a field spell that you really don't like Necro Valley or something like that. 1 Reasoning. This card's really good because it gets some cards to the graveyard that you want in the graveyard. So, and then also you can special summon. So your opponent declares a monster level. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a monster card that can be normal summoned. If that monster is the same level as the one declared by your opponent, send all revealed cards to the graveyard. If not, special summon the revealed monster. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. So this card's good because you can get a free special summon off of it and some cards to your graveyard, which is what you want. 1 Feast of the Wild level 5. Special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters from your hand and or graveyard, but their effects are negated. Also they cannot attack. So this is good. If you get some level 5s to the graveyard, you can use this, and then you can either go into rank 5s, or you can what's it called? You can just bounce them back, and then the effects aren't negated anymore. So Mage Power, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap card you control. So if you have Power Jersey on it plus Mage Power on it, dude, like it's easy OTK. 1 Pot of Duality just to get some draw power out. That's the card I added in to make it 41, just because it's a good card to have for draw power. 1 Mind Control to help out with the OTK. If you can take one of their monsters and then attack directly, you're good. And then 1 Question. So this card's a lot of fun to play. When activating this card, your opponent cannot check cards in the graveyard. Your opponent calls the name of the first monster found at the bottom of your graveyard. If he or she calls it right, the monster is removed from play. If he or she calls it wrong, the monster is special summoned to your side of the field. So another free special summon that you can get off, but with like really no downside. Who cares if a monster gets removed from play? It's not that big of a deal. Why would your opponent remember that? That's such a weird thing to remember. So I think I can run this card in any deck. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's it for the spells. 1 Question, 1 Mind Control, 1 Pot of Duality, 1 Mage Power, 1 Feast of the Wild level 5, 1 Reasoning, 2 MST, 1 Terraforming, 2 Rhoda, Reinforcement of the Army, 2 UA Signing Deal, 3 the Monarch Stormforth, 3 Power Jersey, and 3 UA Stadium. That's it for the spells. And for the monsters and for the traps, I have the UA Penalty Box, which is one of the new cards. At the start of the damage step, if your UA monster... Okay. Come on. At the start of the damage step, if your UA monster battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster until your opponent's second end phase. You can only use this effective UA Penalty Box once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 UA spell card from your deck to your hand. So this card is pretty darn good, even if you just have, if you have it as a continuous trap card, you know, because this works on your turn or your opponent's turn when they attack you, and you can use that effect multiple times so that your UA monsters never... Oh, wait. No, you can only use it once per turn, so, I mean, it still saves you, which is really good, and it gets banished for, 2 turns pretty much, so... But the good effect is the search, where if this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it to add 1 UA card from your deck to your hand. So if you're using, Perfect Ace, you always want to discard this card to activate that effect, or Reasoning, you hope that this card goes to the graveyard, you know. You want this card in the graveyard, so, or if you use the Volleyball Chain, you send it to the graveyard, so... That's the good thing about Penalty Box. And then 2 Royal Decree, because having Penalty Box's first effect is not the biggest deal. So if you cancel it out with the Royal Decree, that's okay. And then I run 2 because it's just I don't really want their back row going off. That's the last thing I want to happen. So Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss or whatever that card is called, I hate that card. And if you have Royal Decree out, you're good. So that's my UA deck profile. Let me get the extra deck again out. The Volleyball Chain is used to get this main purpose is to get so the Lavalval chain is pretty much to send one card from your deck to your graveyard. So that's so that you can get UA penalty box to the graveyard. Utopia is just a good card to stall, I guess, if you need a stall. Then Excalibur is a good card to get an OTK. You detach 2 materials to double its attack. 85 Crazy Box is just a really fun card to use. You guys can read that. Pause it real quick and read that. It's a fun card to use every once in a while. Black Ship of Corn is a good card to get pop a card. I'll be running Castell, the Skyblaster Musketeer or whatever, when Castell, whenever the new Megaton comes out. One Gaga Cowboy if you really just need to do that 800 damage to win. One Blade Armor Ninja because you can target this card and it can make 2 attacks, another OTK potential. And one Shark Fortress. This pretty much you can make 2 attacks in 1 turn, so then that will help out with the OTK. Pretty much the extra deck is to help out with the OTK, except like Lavalval Chain and Utopia. So this is a stall, and this is to get penalty box to the graveyard. So that's it for my deck profile. Sorry guys for making it so long. This is more of like an in-depth deck profile. I really wanted you guys to understand what the UA deck is all about and how it works. But I hope you guys like this, and if you guys have any recommendations on what I could put in my deck, please let me know. I'm always open to that, so obviously don't take it as bad criticism. I take it as like constructive criticism. So I'd really like if you guys did that in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked the video, and please subscribe if you guys want to see more, and let me know what you guys want to see. So thanks guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys later.